Hey guys, I'm Marty Geek. In this video I have an unboxing and hands-on look of the Wisecam outdoor wire-free camera. This camera, I just received it a couple days ago and I purchased it with my money, of course, and it's because I just purchased a new car and I park it in a spot where there's no camera or anything like that. So for security reasons, I decided to go ahead and buy a camera that it is wire-free and that also depends on battery only because I don't have any location to actually put wires in it. And there was two options. There was this option, which is the Wisecam, and there was another option, which I think is the Blinks camera. But I decided to go ahead and get this one because it's $59.99 and it comes with the base station. Which the cool thing about the base station is that you can connect other cameras to the base station and other products that Wise actually has. 1080p, full HD, rechargeable battery. Apparently it lasts at least 6 months. And the cool thing is that the camera is rechargeable. It doesn't have batteries to put in. Wire free, IP65 weather resistant. That's something that I was looking for. Motion detection. It has free rolling 14-day cloud service for 12-second event videos. So it has free cloud service for videos up to 12 seconds. But you can also save your save files or your videos to the expandable storage. It has a expanded storage via micro SD, and of course it has night vision as well. Here in the back, you can see all the options available there if you want to pause the video there. But let's go ahead and open the box and see what's inside. Okay, let's go and take this out. And okay, so here we got a cable. Cut this over here. Be careful, I don't want to damage the box just in case I have to return this. But I've been seeing a lot of good reviews from this camera, so I hope it actually works out for me. And let's see what's in here. Oh, this thing is tiny. I'm surprised how compressed everything is in this box. Wow, there you go. Okay, you got the camera. This is, holy crap, look at that. That was nicely put in there. And let's see, what's this? Okay, here you go. So here we got some screws for the camera, of course. We got some cable here. This is to recharge the camera itself. Micro USB and USB. And it has, damn, what the, wow, everything is so compressed in this tiny box. Okay, and oh, look at this. You got an Ethernet cable for the base station, and that is it. And the inside you still have an instruction manual. And that's it. That's all you have there. Of course, the instruction manual is going to be useful. Look at that. You want to pause the video there if you want. But there you have it. And of course, this is going to be for the power station. So there you go. Nice. So here you can actually connect USB. I believe that's where you charge. No, this is where you charge it at. Ethernet cable port. It has also a slot for micro USB card as well. So it has a micro USB card on the camera, and it also has a micro USB card on the base station as well. Sync, and that's it. Over here, I believe, I don't know what this USB port is for, but we're gonna learn a little bit later what it's for after I do the installation. Okay. And here is the camera. Okay, take this out. Okay, and there is here in the back. This is where you're gonna put most likely the USB or the micro SD card. It has like a rubber port cover. Oh, come on, man. There you go. There you go. So that's where you charge it. That's where you charge the camera. There's, you see there, there's a micro USB port, and you have, I believe that's an on and off switch. You got like a little microphone right there. You got the Weiss brand right there. You got the camera right there. I'm going to take the plastic before I forget to take the plastic off, and I put back the camera. And that's it. So, wow. The camera actually feels nice and heavy considering it's tiny. And this base actually comes out, right? Or it actually adjusts this. Okay, let me see. Let's go ahead. Oh, there you go. Wow. Oh man, this is like very hard. Okay. There you go. So look at that. Here you're gonna do the installation. You're gonna use 2 screws there. It's gonna go against the wall, and after you do that, you will be able to actually adjust. Let's say we put it like this in the wall. You can actually adjust the angle of the camera. Most likely it's gonna go like this for me. Wow. Okay. So the thing is, I'm trying to look for the micro SD slot here. Okay, it's right there, I guess. And there's the sync button. So I guess you press the sync button, and the sync button over here, that way it actually matches or syncs together. And here it is. There you go. So that's where the micro SD card is going to go on the camera. The build quality of this, wow, feels really damn nice. One thing that I would have liked that I didn't see is if this would have come in black instead of white. But they didn't. I believe they didn't have the options for black only, so I had to get it on white. Another thing you can do here that I just noticed on the instruction manual is that this has a very powerful magnet right there holding the camera. You can actually mount this camera to another mount besides this one if you don't want to use this one. If you already have one on the wall like I do, you can actually use this instead and screw it to that mount. That's the cool thing here, that if you already have a mount but you want to change the camera, you just take this out and put it there and use this camera on that mount. That is very convenient, but this magnet is really strong. This is not gonna go anytime soon. So, but I think it's gonna be more convenient to use the magnet because you're going to be unplugging this so you can actually recharge it. And I don't know how long is actually gonna take to recharge, but you most likely it's going to be more better if we do it like that with the magnet. Well guys, so here we are back again after a week of installing the camera and using the camera a lot. I was actually going to do the video right after, or continue the video right after the unboxing and mounting it on my location where I wanted to put it, which I said was the driveway. But I realized that I had to use it for a little bit longer so I can learn a little bit more about the camera. Also, I did start using the camera with just a micro SD card on the base, because you can use 2 micro SD cards. You can use a micro SD card on the camera, and you can use a micro SD card on the base. If you don't put a micro SD card on the camera, every time I record something, it sends it to the base, which is really cool because it sends it wirelessly. So that's how I was using the camera for almost the whole week. But then I got a Samsung micro SD card, 32 gigabytes, and I actually put it on the camera. So the cool thing is now that right here, that's going to show you guys, when you open it up, you can actually record continuous video longer than 12 seconds on the card because it has the card installed on the camera. So that's something that I really recommend for you guys to do. Here is how it actually looks. Like you see there, it looks really damn nice and clear. Right now it's around 5, no, like 9 in the morning. When you open up the camera section, you can listen to the sound if you want. If there's any noise around the vehicle, something like that, you can start recording like that. And when you record manually, you can actually record as much as you can. You go 30 seconds, 1 minute, whatever. And once you save, it will save it to the album, which is on the micro SD card. So I go ahead and click, boom. Like you see right there, it's saved successfully. You can also tap right here and start speaking. When you're speaking, your voice is coming out on the other side of the camera, which is awesome as well. You can take a picture like that. And now if we click right here, you got album, you got schedule recording. So you can schedule recording if you know that something's going on at a certain time. So you could go ahead and schedule a recording start time and duration. You could go ahead and start at a certain time, and you could do like 1 hour, half an hour, whatever. That's pretty cool. You can actually do that. You can actually do time lapse, motion tagging. You can turn off the camera if you want from here, and let it rest for a while. Right here you can see the battery level right there. Right now it's at 85%. When I first installed the camera, I put it at, well, it was a 92%, and like you see here, almost a whole week later, and it's only 85%. And believe me guys, I've been using the camera a lot. It's like a freaking toy. When you get a toy, you use it a lot, or when you get a cell phone, you use it a lot. So yeah, that's how much I've been using it a lot, and it's only at 88%. So here, like you see here, let's go and show you guys the quality of a video. Okay, here I am recording, right? And this is how it looks. Look at that. Really nice. That's at 1080p. You can see the stamp of the time and date recording, and you can see the stamp of the brand of the camera there as well. If you don't want to see the stamp of the time and the brand, you can also turn it off as well. When you record a video, if you want to download the video, for example, right here we got a couple of videos as well. Here is me. Here's me setting up the camera right there. I'm on the ladder. Somebody walking over there. Like you see, there's tagging the person who's walking. You can share the videos with anybody, so on, so on. You can download the video to your phone as well. There you go. So there you go. You got time lapse and you got schedule recording. So you got folders for different occasions. So right here, you go to settings, event recording. Now this is one thing that I want to talk about the camera that I don't really like, but it's understandable because the camera, remember, the camera functions via battery only, and they're promising 6 months of battery life. But that's if the camera works the way they want to. Do you have to let it cool down the camera when it records? For example, when it starts recording a motion, right? The camera actually, after it records the motion, it goes into cool down. And by default, it's set to 5 minutes. So what that means is that after it records the motion, the camera goes into cooldown. And during that cooldown, if there's motion happening, if there's any noise happening or anything happening, it's not going to be recording. After the 5 minutes, then if it detects motion, then it starts recording again. The problem with that is that if somebody is like breaking into your car, it's gonna take like maybe 5 minutes, right? So you want to put this to 1 minute. That's how I have it. That way it records motion, and after a minute of cooldown, it starts recording more motion. So that's, I have it in 1 minute, but of course when you switch, it actually warns you. I'm see. Oh, right now it's not warning me because I said not to warn me no more. But right now, every time you change, there you go. Shorter cooldown times may increase battery usage. So there you have it. So I recommend to leave it at 1 minute, because if somebody's breaking into your car, it might take over 1 minute, right? So notifications, you're going to receive notification on your phone of low battery, motion events, that I have it all enabled. Detection settings, detection distance, and the image sensitivity. This is how I have it right now. And that's the location right there, the sensitivity right there. You can change that if you want. And over here, you got auto mode, auto night vision. You can put it on, or you can put it auto. You got night vision IR lights, timestamp. If you don't want the timestamp, I honestly would leave it there. Show Wyze logo, I leave it on. If you put the camera upside down, you could go ahead and flip it, tapping that button right there, 180. And a micro SD card, you can see the storage right here. You can see the micro SD card on the camera and the micro SD card on the base station. And that's it. Oh, another cool thing about this camera is that if you're going traveling, you can actually use the camera as a security camera without Wi-Fi. That's the great thing about this, because this functions with no power except the power that it has on the camera. And you can put it in travel mode. Like if you go camping, you can actually set this to actually record where you're sleeping at or something like that during the night, and it will start recording if it detects motion when you put this in travel mode. That is something really damn cool that you can actually do with a lot of cameras. So that is awesome. If you're one of those person that actually travel a lot, this is an awesome camera to take with you, because as long as you have power, the camera has power, and it has a micro SD card to save the videos on it, you're good to go. You don't need Wi-Fi. You don't need nothing. If you tap right here, you can change the quality from HD, SD, and 360. Right now, I have it in HD. I can also, you can see here, I have the base. Base station. You can see it right there, and you can see the Wi-Fi or the strength from the camera to the base station. Right now, it's not all 3 bars, but it's pretty good there. Now, one negative thing about the base station that I have to say is that the base station has to be connected via Ethernet cable to your router, which kind of sucks, because I was hoping to put the base station like in the kitchen, and which would be a little bit closer to the camera. That way the camera has a good connection. And the problem is that it has to be connected to the directly cable to the router, which kind of sucked for me. But as long as you have a pretty long cable, you don't have to use the cable that's included here. You can use a long cable and set this up a little bit more farther, closer to the camera. Another negative thing that I have to say before I finish the video is that when it records motion video, it only records motion video up to 12 seconds, and you can't adjust the minutes. I don't know why. I don't know why you can't record 15 seconds or 20 seconds. But I went through all the settings, all these everywhere, and you cannot change that. So it records motion up to 12 seconds, then it stops after the cooldown, then it records 12 seconds again if it detects motion. That's negative. I don't like that. I wish I could have adjusted that at least 15 seconds or 20 seconds. That would have been nice, but right now it's only 12 seconds, and it does save it to the cloud for free. And whatever motion detects, it saves it to the cloud for free account. You don't have to pay monthly for it. But it's saved for, I think, for 14 days. For 14 days, if you want to go back, you got a recording. You can't have access to the camera. You can have access to the base station. You can go ahead to the cloud and get it from there. So the cloud is basically right here. This is per day. Like you see there, everything's separated per day. And you can see the recordings right there. Look at that. And it looks pretty damn good. I have no complaints with the graphic or the quality of the camera. It looks really damn cool. But like I said, motion, it records up to 12 seconds. But if you hear something and if you go at any time, you could go live stream to the camera, right? Like right now, right here, we're waiting for the camera to connect. It is connected. So right now we're seeing this in live. So you could go ahead and start recording. And from here, when you start recording, you could start speaking, you can activate the sound, and you can also take a picture while you're recording. And you could go up to 30 seconds, 1 hour, it doesn't matter. You could go over the 12 seconds. But that's the only negative thing that I find about this, that when it detects motion and it records up to 12 seconds. That's it. Then it goes to cooldown, and then it records again if it has some more motion. But there you go. But if you need more seconds, that's it. Save successfully. And that's it, guys. So guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions about the camera, please let me know in the comments. And of course, I'll leave links in my descriptions for this camera if you're looking for a camera that does not require power. And you can also use it in travel mode, which is awesome. In travel mode, you could go be camping and have a security camera around your tent with no Wi-Fi required whatsoever. That is awesome. That's a very cool feature that this camera has. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Till next time. Bye bye.